Good morning. It's the Call Flow Radio Show, and you're on the air.
All right, now it is official. We are in the Call Flow Show. You're talking to Larry, Bruce Davis, and Doug Stanley. They're going to be talking about the Rotary Club and the Festival of...
Taste of Farmville.
Taste of Farmville. Sorry about that one.
Okay.
Is that kind of a wine show?
No.
Okay.
It's more of the tasting of the restaurants and businesses and local organizations to come and bring their best dishes so we can taste what they have on tap.
Nice. I'm sure there's a lot more information about that one, and I'm not sure where you want to start. It's up to you, good gentlemen. Oh, wait. I have a volunteer. Doug has raised his hand. So that's where we're going to start this morning. Doug, what's up?
Good morning, Larry.
Morning.
So, yes, Bruce and I are members of the Rotary Club of Farmville. The Rotary Club of Farmville was established and chartered in 1938, so we've been around a little while in the community. Mm-hmm. Rotary is a global network of 1.4 million neighbors, friends, leaders, and problem solvers who see a world where people unite and take action to create lasting change across the globe and also in our local communities and in ourselves. Solving real problems takes real commitment and vision, and our club has about 45 members of the community that are dedicated to seeing Farmville and Prince Edward succeed.
Where did Rotary start? How did that get going?
Oh, there's there's a guy named Paul Harris.
I thought you were going to say Mr. Rotary.
Paul Harris grew up in Racine, Wisconsin, which was a small town. And then later in life, he moves to the big city of Chicago. And Chicago, even in 1905, was a big city. And he missed that spirit of connection that he had in a small town. So he had this idea to get together groups of different various occupations. And he had Gustavus Lohr, who was a mining engineer, Hiram Shorey, who was a tailor, and another individual. And so the four of them started meeting, and they would rotate their meetings each week from one office to the other, hence the name Rotary. And ultimately that grew very quickly from 1905 into the global organization that it is today. One of the hallmarks of Rotary right now is the efforts to eradicate polio. And, we're down to last year, just probably less than a couple dozen cases of wild polio in the world, and this year that number is a lot lower. And part of that really is it's all due to efforts to put vaccine in the mouths of children across the globe. And Rotary helps fund teams that go into places like India and Bangladesh and deliver the oral polio vaccine to children that are hard to get at, and places, the last couple places that we've been dealing with, places like Pakistan that are really difficult to get into because of the geopolitics.
Right.
But Rotary has made it its mission to eradicate polio and is backing up with the money to do it.
That's interesting to me. I didn't realize that it was a global type of, I thought it, and I'm sure it does, that the Rotary kind of, it serves the local community. I mean, that's kind of its unique piece. Because sometimes I wonder, I see like Shriners and Rotary and Masons, and there's a lot of groups, Civitan's another one. And distinguishing what those folks do can be helpful when you're looking for help.
Absolutely. And we do things locally. This year, we were able to give our first community grant out, $5,000. We supported Faces. They're putting in a cooler down at one of their county line location there at Charlotte and Prince Edward to serve the community down there. So, we're always looking for ways to help organizations and groups. We also give people an opportunity each week at our meetings. We meet Thursdays at noon at the Woodland, and also we have a happy hour club, as portion of our club as well, that meets at 533 Roads Brewing. So we have two opportunities each week for community folks to get out and spread the word about what they do. So if someone is interested in getting the word out about their organization or their nonprofit, they can contact us. And if somebody's interested in saying, "Hey, how can I join this group and help the community?" they can reach out to us as well.
Cool. So you have lots of service opportunities. You mentioned one of my dear subjects, which was connections. So, I mean, and that's usually what groups are about, not only within the group, but also outside in the community.
I certainly will say, I've been here almost 2.5 years, and I have been a member of Rotary Club before I got here. And when I came, it really helped me, I'd say, get integrated into the community, to meet the movers and shakers, the people who are out like-minded, also out there trying to better Prince Edward and Farmville. So it really helped me, I'd say, ramp up and get acclimated faster to the community and meet the folks out in the community with all the various nonprofit organizations. There's folks from Longwood and Hampton-Sydney involved. So really, it helps people build that network. That's
great. And I'm glad that you guys are here today spreading that news. Providing an opportunity for people to be of service. Because, I mean, I don't know how many times I've thought, I should join a group or I should join a club. I want to do service. I think a lot of us are just trying to do the best we can and want to give back to our community. It's just really hard to know when and where to do these things. So making the public aware of when these meetings are. You said Thursday at?
So we're at the Woodlands at the Community Center at noon, and then we're also at Three Roads Brewing at 5:30.
All right.
Bruce really enjoys the happy hour.
I go to both. The lunch is good, and then the beer is good.
I did see you light up there a little bit on happy hour. So.
No, it's a good time. Good people.
Yeah.
And like you said, connections, and it's about the community. Farmville is very unique about everybody wants to help out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And when you join a group like this, they're all there for the same reason. So
I suspect you guys have a little bit of fun, because if people weren't having fun, they probably wouldn't be coming back.
And that's part of it. It's good to get away from what you do every day and be with some people and just have some laughs, but focus on the community and making it the best that we can be.
When you started to say "get away," I was afraid you were going to say something there to get you in trouble, but you didn't. You avoided that very well. So.
I try to stay out of trouble. That's why I'm a member of the Rotary.
I can
tell.
You're a smart man. So, what about? I know you were going to present us with some information about.
Yeah. So throughout the year, we do some different events to raise funds for our nonprofit organizations and in the community. But one of our biggest events is the Taste of Farmville. And this is the 17th annual Taste of Farmville. Excellent. And it's going to be held on Thursday, April 27th at the Fireman's Arena.
All right.
And we have 2 sessions. We started this last year where we have a session, one that runs from 5 to 6 o'clock. Then we take a little 30-minute break, let our vendors regroup, cook some get ahead of and ready for the second group, which the second session will be 6:30 to 7:30.
So is this a seating situation?
No.
No? Okay.
You just come in to the arena. We'll hand you plates and silverware, and you just go to the vendors, and it doesn't have to start at one end. You can go wherever we can start with dessert first and then go to your entree, whatever you like to do.
That sounds awesome. That sounds really good. So what vendors are you expecting to have here?
So, we have our usual, the Fish and Pig, Bojangles, Press Club, but we do have some new vendors. Fucal Catering is coming back this year. We have Kitten's Cookies out of Cumberland is coming.
Nice.
Of course, we always have the Rudins with their Bananas Foster. So we have a variety of restaurants, business owners that want to cook and give back to the community. So it's a great affair.
No one's going to go hungry.
No one's going to go hungry. Now, they don't give you the full plate, but it is samples.
Right.
But you can go back as much as you want and enjoy a good time. We have fun.
It sounds like fun, and it sounds like some really good food too. Everybody you mentioned on there has outstanding quality, yummy food. So that's
and we added music last year, so the members of the Porch Gliders will be back again.
What kind of music
play.
do they
So
play?
they play a little bit of everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
kind of like
participate.
WFLO.
Eclectic mix of 60s and 70s.
Heard that somewhere before. All right, we might like them. Hey, really.
I think it's just a really, especially last year, coming off COVID, it was really, again, one of the first events I've been out to in town, and just seeing everybody out, and everybody was excited to be out and about and mix and mingle, and I think that's what it is. It's an event for folks. You get to taste the food and what's to offer in the community, but you also get to see folks that you maybe haven't seen in a while and mingle. And
Yeah, that's been nice to not be under the COVID umbrella. That changed our lives, and hopefully it's getting back a little bit. How many people are you expecting at this event?
We have 500 tickets.
Okay.
So there's 250 tickets for the first session and 250 for the second session.
Excellent.
And tickets are available at both Benchmark banks,
Okay.
both Citizens Bank, and then you can also go to Piedmont Real Estate, located across from the post office on 3rd Street. They have tickets. And, of course, you can contact one of your local Rotarians, and they have tickets also.
So what about your website? I haven't heard you guys mention your website yet. I assume that there's probably one up there.
we do. We have a website and a Facebook page.
Huh.
So, go search us out, and information not only on this event, the Taste of Farmville, but also other events that we're involved in throughout the year. And we also, we'll post information up about our speakers each week and share that information with the public as well.
So at your meetings, you kind of have a speaker each meeting?
We try, like this week, typically our last Thursdays, we'll have like a more of an internal session for club members to get up and speak. But at least 3 or 4 of the meetings a month, we have speakers from the outside. Again, it could be somebody from VDOT coming and talk about a road project. It could be maybe a delegate comes in and speaks, or somebody from Central Hospital on what's going on at Centra.
Nice.
It's usually a varied mix. One of the cool things that we do as a club, we rotate through our members and have our members bring a speaker. So each year, everybody's
nice.
kind of assigned the duty of bringing a speaker for that week that they're assigned.
I won't ask about any controversial speakers or anything like that. How could somebody join the Rotary Club if they wanted?
So Rotary is one of those unique you get asked to join, but typically reach out to one of our club members, and we encourage folks to come and attend as a guest and kind of see what it's all about, see if it's for them. And then if so, we've got an application process where they fill out an application, and that's reviewed by the board. But it's a pretty easy process, and especially first one, go to the happy hour. It's pretty laid back and experience. But it really is. It's funny. We're the same club, but it's kind of 2 different meetings. One's a little more formal, and I love going when I can to go to the happy hour club because it's laid back, and a lot of times you'll have the same speaker come. It's just a little bit. Usually you're obviously without the AV stuff, and it's a little more casual, and you get into the questions because the group may be 8 or 10 people versus 30 people. But
And it's great because, if you can't make lunch meetings for whatever reason because you're stuck at the office, at least you can go at 5:30 and still catch the speaker, still see, the Rotarians and see what's going on. And a lot of people might say, well, who are your members? How can you tell who our members are? All the members are on the Facebook page.
Oh, okay.
So if you go to a Facebook page, all of us are on there. So
Are you guys going to teach me the secret handshake before you go? And I did notice that every time the happy hour gets mentioned, both of them light up and they start to, smile just to let the radio audience know what's happening there. If you'd like to talk to Doug or Bruce, sorry.
That's okay.
Please give us a call, 434-394-0924. Yeah, if you have any questions or comments, please give us a call and let us know you're out there and support us in this Call Flow show.
Hey, Larry, we're always, we're still looking for vendors, the people who want to, set up and new businesses out there.
Okay.
We have some new catering businesses that are out there. Good way to connect with the community. Wedding season's coming up, so if they're looking to push, so they can, or you're looking for tickets, they can contact me. I'll give you my phone number. And
do you have a snow cone, dude?
No, but you can be that if you like. Larry.
It's funny.
You and WFLO.
There you go. I did a bunch of shows in California, art shows, and there was this snow cone guy that would just pull up next to me. I don't know why. He would just seek me out, and he made a boatload of money, and I'm like delving out small pieces of art for that. But, okay, there's an opening for a snow cone vendor.
So one of the things, we're able each year to give back, $15,000 to $20,000 to both our local and global communities, and we wouldn't be able to do that without our club sponsors. And the full list is on our website, but certainly, our gold sponsors: Central Hospital, Creative Electric, Davenport, Edward Jones, Kirby Moore, Gant Insurance, Letterpress, Luckstone, Piedmont Real Estate, Terry Atkins Wilson, PC, The Woodland, and Yak Attack.
Wow.
Silver sponsors, Navarno Hart at Century 21, Scott Harwood and Sons and Southside Electric. Bronze, Benchmark, Community Bank, Elder Watkins, First Bank, Fish and Pig, Press Club, State Farm, Edgar Jones, and Timmons. And our associate sponsors, Northwest Mutual, Paris Ceramics, Truist, and 201 North LLC. So big shout out to all those sponsors who really provide the resources for us. Yes, we are able to raise money at some events, but we also are able to give back so much because of their support of this community and this club.
I'm assuming, excuse me, that there's a process when you guys decide to sponsor a group or club or event or something like that. What's the criteria for that? You said you gave like $5,000 scholarship.
Yeah, so that's the formal process that we have. I'll say organically, we have some groups will come do a presentation, like the Fresh Boys Club last year came and did this great presentation and talk about what they do in the community, helping kids get connected, stay connected, and stay out of trouble. And that was something, boom, our club wanted to do. So, kind of our next meeting, we all voted. I couldn't remember if it's 500 or whatever, but we voted to make a cash donation to support that organization. So some of it is maybe what somebody is able to show us or tell us at a meeting. Sometimes it's one of our club members hears about something in the community. There are other things like Christmas Mother. Each year we're supporting Christmas Mother. I think we gave $1,001 this year to help Christmas Mother.
Well, all right, what's the $1 about?
Well, another one of our sister organizations in the community had given $1,000, and we wanted to.
We won't say who that is, right?
You took the over, huh?
We took the over, not the under. But yeah, so lots of little things that we're able to do in the community and spread the good word about Rotary. We also each week our speaker, when they speak, we make a donation to Rotary International to help pay for 10 immunizations for each speaker each week.
Really?
Globally.
Oh, nice.
So we're helping to eradicate polio as well. So
that's amazing. Yeah. I was just picturing the conversation at home. It's like, hey, darling, I just got these 10 vaccines.
Gotta keep them on. I got to keep on ice. But
yeah, she's all excited. Woohoo! You scored. I was going to ask you another question before I went off and got silly on myself. What time is it? Okay, I got to make sure at 8:30 I read birthdays because I missed birthdays one day, and that was not a pretty sight.
They're going to let you know about it if you miss birthdays.
They will let me know about it. So if I'm a starving artist, I think you know where I'm going here. Where would I get one of these applications for a little bit of money?
Well, so again, we'll do the annual community grant process. Towards a bit later in the fall, I think we just went through that process. So you'll see that we'll advertise in the newspaper. Farmville Herald will put did a great story for us this year. We had it on Facebook, had it on the website. So we try to push that information out to the community.
Okay, cool. And I assume that this stuff kind of filters out into a lot of different things. This is a small community, right? So, like the Hearts of Virginia Art Festival, is there any relationship there?
No, except my wife.
Oh, okay.
Big connection.
But no, we're not part of that.
It's not a Rotary
We're
thing.
not a Rotary thing.
It's just your family likes to be of service, it looks like to
Yeah,
me.
I mean, it's great to be part of something. This community has been very good to myself and my wife, and it's a good way for us to give back. And because there's people out there that need it a little bit more than I do, so.
And that's always a good place to get at when you realize you can still give to somebody else who has less instead of I need more and more and more. You know, it's what I wake up and ask for. Let me be of service. Don't let me be needy. As I ask for an application for art. You know, fun.
and that's why it's great to come to some of our events, the Taste of Farmville. We have a fishing tournament that's getting ready to come up in May.
Oh.
So, you know, maybe you can't give your time, but, you know, you're giving a donation by buying a ticket to one of these events, and then you know you are getting fed too. So it's a win-win because you're helping the community out, but you're also getting fed at the same time.
Especially with that list of vendors, it's like,
Yeah.
And you're only giving them what, an hour and a half to eat? I mean, is that fair?
It's plenty of time. It's plenty of time.
I'm sure it is.
Well, you can stay for the whole time. Just buy 2 tickets. That'd be great.
There you go.
I don't mind that.
Do you get to stay in there, or do you have to go out and come back?
Yeah, you have to go out and come back.
I don't know why I'm having flashbacks of my cruise a little while ago. There was just so much food everywhere all the time. It was like, that's what this reminds me of. So. All right, I've got to wrap up this. Well, I don't have to wrap. You guys can stick around if you'd like, if you have more information you'd like to share. I've just got to do a few birthday announcements, but it's up to you. So, all right, Farmville, as I said, it is that time for the birthdays. On this day, on the 28th of March, birthdays will go to Sarah Moore. Happy birthday. Brenda Staler. Happy birthday. Sharon Little. Josie Morales. And Connie Coates. That's all we had on the list of birthdays today. And I hope you guys have a fantastic, wonderful day. You are listening to WFLO, Farmville, AM 870. If you'd like to ask Doug or Bruce a question, please call us at 434-394-0924. All right, guys. What would you like to tell the Farmville audience?
I think in closing, I'll let Bruce here in a second give some contact info for who to talk to about the event. Again, Rotary Community Service Organization. It's really made up of, I want to emphasize, a cross-section of the community. You've got people from the banking, you've got attorneys, insurance, healthcare, nonprofit, government, and the whole, that whole idea from day one was we don't want a group of all doctors. We don't want a group of all attorneys. We want to have a true cross-section of the community and people that come together that can talk about issues in the community and come up with solutions. I think that's the big thing about Rotary is we are doers. Yeah. We like to get out and get our hands dirty sometimes, whether it's a trash pickup or cooking at a festival event, those types of things. So it is a great organization, and if anybody's interested, they can reach us on the Facebook page or our website.
And is that Facebook page just Rotary at
Rotary Club of Farmville? If they search that, they'll find it.
Okay. All right.
And you'll find information about Taste of Farmville on both. But again, tickets are available now. They are for sale at both Benchmark banks, both Citizen banks, and then Piedmont Real Estate. And of course, you can contact me if you're interested in being a vendor or want tickets, want more information. And that number is 804-986-2034. And again, the date is Thursday, April 27th at the Fireman's Arena. And there's 2 sessions. So get your tickets. They go quick.
How much are tickets?
Tickets are, that's a good question, Doug. They're $20. That's important, but you can buy a ticket for $50 if you like. $30 donation. We take that. But yeah, they are available for $20 each for both sessions.
Sounds like a reasonable deal to me.
It's great. You get plenty of food. You get music. You get to see people you haven't seen maybe in a couple months to come out and sit down and catch up on what's going on in your lives. So,
And it's a nice
great
venue
event.
there. The Fireman's
Correct.
place
Plenty
is-
of parking.
Right.
There's no problem with parking. So, yeah, please come and join us. We'd love to have you.
And we're reading this community calendar event every day, probably 2 or 3
Correct.
times a day. So,
Yeah.
and if you did have questions and you couldn't get a hold of the Rotary for some reason, email us at general@wflo.net and we'll get it to where
Larry
it
will
needs to
find
go.
it.
I will. I'll read it.
And we've also got another event I can let Bruce talk about coming up, and this is
Cool.
for, I'll say, a different segment of the community, but it's exciting, I think, in the format.
Yeah, it's the Rotary Fishing Frenzy. And it's going to be a week-long, not a day, but a week-long fishing tournament.
Wow, you guys are getting bold.
Yeah, and we'll come in and talk more about that as it gets closer, I'm sure. But it's a great event. It starts May 6th and it runs through May 13th. We'll have an awards ceremony and sponsor picnic out at Wilkes Lake on the 13th from 3 to 5.
Okay.
So, and you can win up to $300. So,
Hey,
and
that's not
it's only
bad.
costs $50, and you can fish all week long. So it's a great, great event, and you can find that information on our website, also Facebook page.
Okay.
And like I said, we'll come in and talk more about that as it gets closer. But
that's going to be at Wilkes Lake.
well, actually, you'll be able to
no.
fish anywhere.
What? You're crazy.
In any
You're
county,
just talking crazy now.
you can go to Sandy River, you can go to Bribery Creek.
Really?
It's not just one place. You can fish anywhere in the surrounding counties: Prince Edward County, Buckingham, Charlotte County.
Yeah, any publicly accessible body of
Public,
water.
yes. I was going to add that you
Okay.
cannot go
Oh,
to
yeah.
your little pond
Why not?
in the backyard.
Come on, I was already there, man. I had it
I
in
can
there.
see the wheels turning.
It was the smoke, I think. That
But
gave it
another
away.
great event. It's only $50.
That sounds like fun.
So, and you can win up to $300. So,
I assume you're going to have
Good
kind of like
investment.
a ceremony.
yeah, award
At Wilkes,
ceremony.
or-
Yeah, we'll have food there, and
Sounds like
I
fun.
won't mention adult beverages or anything. But
Yeah, I've only been out there once and was chased around by a mad chihuahua, but that's a whole different story for a
Yeah, we'll
different
keep those
day.
away for that
okay,
day, okay?
No mad chihuahuas. At
Or
Wilkes
usually
Lake.
geese. Geese will get you.
and I'll
And
leave
they're
that,
mean.
I'll leave
Perfect.
that information
Perfect.
for you that you can add to community calendar too.
Yes,
Please.
and that will go in there, and we'll hopefully get a lot of people. Do you have like a max of people you're putting in there? It's just all right.
Many people out there. What?
Give them your $50, and
Yeah, it's
you're
an
off.
easy process. You go online. There's a link. You go on, sign up online,
Okay,
and be ready to go.
get your
All the
fishing
rules
gear
are on
out.
there and everything. But
Right on.
John Miller, who's chair of that fishing tournament, will definitely be in to talk more about it.
Okay, excellent. I look forward to that. I'm looking forward to doing some fishing once the weather gets a little. Yeah, actually, I could probably fish today.
But if you don't fish and you eat, Taste of Farmville. Get those tickets.
There you go. Taste of Farmville. All right, you guys got anything else you want to let us know? This is your last opportunity, Farmville, to ask these good gentlemen a
I'll
question.
see you back on, I think, April 14th.
Not if I see you first.
If I see you.
Oh, that's. I look forward to it. It is always a pleasure, man, and it's good to meet you.
Doug's a regular,
Really
huh?
good to meet you. All right, you guys have a great day. Enjoy
you, Larry.
this
Appreciate it.
sunny day. My pleasure.
Have a good one.
Bye. You heard it here first. It's the Rotary Club of Farmville. That actually sounds like a lot of fun, and these good gentlemen are doing a lot of very good work. So right now I am in here all by myself. I don't know how funny I can be without the good John Staten at my side, or I should say, to be able to follow the great John Staten. Well, I've got a few things for National Day. It is a national... I'm not even going to read that. It's triglycerides. Oh, I know what that is. Triglyceride Day. Woohoo! I don't know if anybody out there has followed their triglycerides, but if you have, give us a call, 434-394-0924. We are streaming online at WFLO.net. Let's give you a little bit of weather since we're at the bottom of the hour, and fill you in on the latest and greatest temperatures. It is actually 48 degrees outside. It feels a little nicer than that with the kind of no wind going on. Humidity is a little high at 94% and barometer at 30.11. Well, today's going to be mostly cloudy, but the high of 62 should feel very nice. Overnight, it's going to clear out early and then rain likely later in the evening, like just past midnight. 70% chance of rain with a low of 37. On Wednesday, we're going to be sunny. Thursday, we're going to be sunny. Wednesday, it will get up to 61, and Thursday up to 60. Overnight on Wednesday and Thursday night, it will be mostly clear with a low of 36 on Wednesday and 40 on Thursday. Friday, it's going to be mostly sunny with a high of 71. And then into Friday night, there's a chance of shower, 40% chance of it, with a low of 58 on Friday night going into Saturday, which looks like it's going to be a combination of wet and dry. We now have the amazing
Spider-Man?
There was just too many things there to describe you, so
But we can't say those on air.
No, I enjoyed that interview.
Oh,
Those
good.
gentlemen are just so nice. More oftentimes than not, I just meet super nice people here in Farmville, so it's nice. I don't know.
It's a nice contrast from the one that you're looking at across from.
I love how much you love yourself. It's just if anybody treated you as bad as you treat yourself, you'd kick their back.
That's
end.
why I beat them to the punch. That way,
I know it is.
It doesn't. Once they do it to me, it doesn't matter.
It
anymore.
does leave me a pretty wide open, area to play with. But yes, if you know John Staten and would like to give him some love, you can call here at 434-394-0924 because it's a day for love in Farmville. Virginia is for lovers, after all. Did you know it's National Black Forest Cake Day?
I did not know that.
Did you care that it was National Black Forest Cake Day?
Black Forest Cake Day?
Isn't that what I said? Did I not? Did
I'm
I stutter?
It's more of a question than it is me
All right.
actually saying.
Yes.
What is it that exactly?
I'm assuming it's Black Forest cake.
Why Black Forest? Why can't it just be?
It's a good question, and there's even a little.
I don't want much forest in my cake,
Yeah, a little twig here, a
much
little
on
bark
plants in
there,
my cake.
here a bark, there a bark. Oh, Black Forest cake is the English name for the German dessert Schwarzwälder Torte, meaning Black Forest cherry tort.
Okay.
Basically, I think it's the same as most everything on
Yeah.
this list. It's irrelevant and it's kind of silly. But that's what we're doing, silly.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go through these, though. National Something on a Stick Day.
Something on a stick. Yeah.
That's what I said.
Okay.
Like a lollipop, or it shows.
And he's sticking out his tongue. Are you not a fan of lollipops?
Name some foods. Corn dog. Name a food on a stick.
You don't like corn dogs?
No, that'll work. It depends on the corn dog. I mean, all corn dogs are not created equally.
You ever had a breakfast corn dog?
I've avoided those.
They're actually not bad.
All right, did you get the blueberry pancake?
Yes, I did, as a matter of fact.
That's what turns me off, the blueberry pancake. If it looks like it's going to be roughed, never mind. I won't say that on there. Sticks, come on. Food with a stick. It's your turn. Your turn. Food with a stick.
Corn dog.
How about
I don't know of any of them.
marshmallow on a stick?
That's more of a campfire thing.
How about a lollipop or
I said
pops?
lollipop.
You did?
Yeah, I thought.
How
so.
about a carrot?
a carrot
Does that count?
on a stick?
I'm sorry. The look on your face was priceless. The whole carrot, stick, donkey, and the donkey just follows the stick. So, all right. That was priceless.
How about, what do they call those things with the little hot dog wrapped around in a biscuit? What do they call those? I can't remember that. Pig in a blanket. That's it. Pigs in a blanket.
I did love the pigs in a blanket when I was growing up.
You could eat those with a little
Denny's.
toothpick.
Yeah, my grandfather and grandmother used to take us to Denny's, and that's where I was first introduced
Okay.
to the pigs in a blanket. And now, even to this day, I will order a pigs in a blanket.
Oh, there you go.
know, I actually like, and you have to correct me if this is bad, I like syrup on my sausage.
You like syrup on your sausage, eh? Well, isn't that nice?
All right, we should probably move on. It's also National Weed Appreciation.
I thought people like to cut out the weeds in their yard.
They do. They
Okay.
do. Dandelions, all that stuff that's just, a lot
I didn't know
of
where you appreciate
a lot of weeds are very pretty, and they're actually good for you. A thistle is a great food in case of an emergency.
Wasn't that in a fairy tale, something about a thistle?
I think so. Thistle and the.
Fractured fairy tales.
Oh my God, I'm crying.
That's because the sausage and the syrup has got you.
I'm surprised nobody is called by now.
I'm not
Our
surprised at
phones
all.
must be broken. They're like, oh, all right, leave them alone.
I am
They're-
not surprised at all.
They'll bury themselves. It will
If
be
you want
fine.
to talk about sausage and syrup, give us a call, and we'll discuss the scintillating, succulent, whatever else I can think of with a shish.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Bond. My name's Moneypenny.
Okay.
Okay. It is actually American Diabetes Association Alert Day. So
Okay.
That's a big deal. That's a
Yeah.
big deal.
Yeah.
I still get a little confused on the whole diabetes. Is it something you catch? I know it's not something you catch. Your diet can actually, through
Yeah,
epigenetics, cause
right.
you to have diabetes. But that's one of those things that we learn.
Could be
it one
genetic,
way.
maybe, too.
Well, then that's what it was supposed to be,
Right.
predisposition to genetic markers. And
Right.
so, but then all of a sudden, these people, you can eat yourself into diabetes also. But
Yeah, you can make yourself sick. I mean,
well, that's what epigenetics is all about. I mean, it's taking your regular genes that are perfectly fine, and then introducing some environmental something into the genes, and your genes change themselves to accommodate what they need.
if you want to break up this interesting conversation, you can call us now at 434-394-0924.
Or you can call 434-394-0924.
So, do you have any
No, I don't have any of that.
history? Do you have any interest in history coming up here?
History.
I got a few pieces here. We
Go
usually
ahead.
try to give something
Yeah.
on this day. It can
Hit us
be.
up.
It can be interesting. Let me see. 1939, Spanish Civil War. Near its end in Madrid, fell to the forces of Francisco. 42, World War II. British naval forces staged a successful raid on the Nazi-occupied fort of Saint Nazaire. So far, nothing all that exciting.
Saint Brazier, was he the one that invented the bra?
He was.
Okay.
His sister, fun fact.
It's Manzia.
I like the bro.
All right. In 1969, Dwight D. Eisenhower died in Washington, D.C.
Okay.
1969. Oh. I guess that makes somewhat sense. I have a friend that's got a birthday on that day.
So that's you dinging. I thought it was me.
And that's my son. In 1977, Rocky won Best Picture at the 49th Academy Awards.
I did a good job, Nick trained me and everything,
Stop it. Stop us in front of you before you.
Get to the good part.
In 1987, Maria von Trapp. Do you know her?
Not personally, no.
Whose life story inspired Rodgers and Hammerstein's musical, The Sound of Music.
That's why I don't know her.
She died in Mooresville, Vermont at age 82. I mean, The Sound of Music just kind of changed our family dynamics because my sisters would sing that song, and my
And you'd
brother
avoid
and
them
I
at all costs.
had to learn not to murder the sisters in those situations.
Yeah.
But, my dad is a music teacher, and he'd do his, production every year, his musical production every year, and he did this one time, and it was really nice. I'm sort of torn with the sound of music. It's Oh, have you ever seen Moulin Rouge?
No.
Dude.
Don't.
No.
I don't think there's any danger of me saying it.
You should. You should. I mean, it has the best music soundtrack of almost any.
Who's in it?
Nicole Kidman. What's the main guys? Very famous. My favorite, though, is it's early in the movie, and Nicole Kidman's supposed to be catering to this gentleman she thinks is going to give them money for her show.
Okay.
Well, it ends up this other guy. He's in there. He's like a bohemian writer. So he's in there. He's not supposed to be in there. She thinks he's somebody else. And he starts singing Your Song by Elton John. Mm-hmm. It was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. One of the best scenes I've ever seen in a movie.
Again, that's 434-394-0924.
If you'd really like Larry to shut up, you should call immediately. 10 years ago,
yes.
Obama was flanked by grim-faced mothers who lost their children to guns. I don't want to go there.
Yeah.
I don't.
That's a landmine we just need to
avoid
at all costs.
We can't. But what it did is it triggered the latest, shooting,
right.
And here we are again. Thank God the count wasn't huge, but it was... I don't know. I don't have the details of it either, so I know the last thing I heard, they're still trying to figure out why, but it seems like we're trying to figure out why for any of them, really.
We spend too much time trying to figure out why, I think.
Yeah?
Or put too much emphasis on it. I don't know. That's just a thought. I'm not trying to argue the point. Sometimes I wonder about, why did anyone that does anything that's considered evil, bad, whatever, why... Yeah.
Excuse me.
If the figuring out of why is any way to prevent it, I can understand. But
exactly
I guess I haven't heard a strong argument yet for that.
Well, I think that's always the reason, to try to prevent it in the future.
Oh, of course.
How did this person get to this point? And,
Yep.
I think a lot of it these days is they must have watched the news, but whatever. Hey, Lady Gaga's 37 today.
Every bit of it, huh?
I'm sorry, but I thought she was older than that.
Lady Gaga.
Oh, her.
She's supposed to be Harley Quinn. Have you heard that in the new Joker film?
Really?
It's a musical. Hence probably why she was cast.
Interesting. Where did you hear this?
I've seen it on the internet.
Yeah. Oh, well, then it must be true.
Well, multiple internet stories.
Yeah, if you'd like to talk to about something here this morning on the Call Flow Show, John and I are here. We'll definitely answer your questions if we have an answer. If we don't have an answer, we'll
pretend.
We're still going to answer it and pretend we know. Yeah. So that's a good thing. The number is 434-394-0924. And if you have any comments about Bruce or Doug this morning, please let us know. You can also, if you have any birthdays or community calendar events, you can email those to us at birthdays@wflo.net or communitycalendar@wflo.net, or you can just
You left out the O.
general@wflo.
There you go.
No, I didn't.
Oh, my.
No, I didn't. Oh, and we have live streaming video of us in the studio. So
that's not a good idea.
That's coming. Actually, that's coming soon. It'll be a choice. John,
he's pulling my leg.
John,
because if he's not pulling my leg, that device will be coming off or broken off by accident. I don't know who will do it, but
come on, you are photogenic, my friend.
No, I am not, and I'm being quite honest about that one.
See, again. Nobody would be as hard on you as you are.
I'm not going to allow anyone to be hard on me because I do it myself.
I wonder how many people really like the way they look. I don't know. What do you think?
You're going to like the way you look. Do you remember those stupid commercials? You're going to like the way you look.
You watched way too much TV as a child.
I'd already admitted to that. We already know that.
Johnny, go back and watch TV for a little while.
That was the only thing I could do without getting in trouble.
I'm trying to make some dinner here, Johnny. Get out there.
No, that wasn't happening. We had to. When is dinner? When I was a kid.
Those nice frozen food, dinners.
Yeah, Mrs. Swanson and all that good stuff.
The tray,
Gordon's Fisherman and
the tray table. I love the tray table. I still have my tray tables. They're customized. Yeah. Do you have an air fryer? Have I brought this up before?
I do not.
So that's the best thing for those crispy chicken patties and the Gordon's fish and all that stuff.
Gordon's. Sara Lee.
Yeah, those are all. I'm just.
What's your favorite frozen pizza?
I'm
by
just
the way?
telling you.
Are you a Red Baron type of guy, or are you?
I really
Celeste.
I know. I like those generic ones from Walmart. Those are the best. How about you?
Take what I can get. I'm not that picky.
Yeah, there's a deep dish frozen pizza. I think that is the Red Baron thing. I'm a radio DJ, so I can't afford any of the more expensive pizzas, even frozen. So I try to find the cheapest. How about you? I mean, what do you buy?
Not much of anything. I don't mind those little party pizza things that are sort of squared off. You can eat in one sitting.
Oh yeah, party pizza.
I'm bad with the names. I don't know what the names are anymore. I used to know the old stuff. I knew Celeste and stuff like that.
Right, party pizza.
Party pizza.
It does. I don't know.
I don't think it's what it's called.
Sound like a song or a band or something. Party pizza. Party pizza. Yeah. Anyway, and I know you're a pepperoni fan, and I'm just saying because people out there are listening, and they will bring us lunch, and I know that you like pepperoni.
Yeah.
All right, maybe we won't get lunch today. But someday, I'm sure. Someday, we're going to see the pizza guy show up at the door.
Pizza guy.
Yeah, you know the pizza dude, don't you?
Who ordered the double cheese and sausage?
Yeah.
Right here, dude.
And then we're going to scrap over the pizza.
Scrap.
We're going to be scrapping. I'm telling you, we're scrapping all day long. All right.
Let's go with my sausage pizza.
All right. Celebrity news. And hey, do you have anything that you've heard in the last few days?
I brought it up, but you acted like it was all weird and stuff.
I apologize for that.
I mentioned the Lady Gaga thing in the Joker film, the second Joker film.
That one looks fascinating, actually.
Fascinating.
What was there was something else that came up yesterday, and I wish I had remembered what it was because I really wanted to look it up and find out if it was true.
What do you have in front of you?
Well, right now it's Matt Damien calls Jimmy Kimmel.
Damien?
What did I say? Damon?
No, it sounded like Damien.
I probably did.
Okay, go ahead. What about Matt Damien?
Well, he used to be Damien. He just changed his name, obviously. Oh, I guess him and Jimmy Kimmel,
yeah.
He called Jimmy a terrible human being. I guess they've been feuding for years.
Yeah, but it's a fake feud.
Yeah, it's just one of those. Okay, you figure. I mean, why would anybody do this live?
To draw attention on themselves.
Do people do that in the
quite often, actually.
Business? Is that what they do?
Seems like it.
All right. iHeartRadio. You know iHeartRadio, right?
I'm afraid I do, yes.
Yeah. Well, it says iHeartRadio, as soon as the computer quits freezing, it says... I completely lost it. I have no idea where it went.
Well, we all know that. Just get to the story.
Oh, I see. It's watch Taylor Swift's Accept iHeartRadio Innovator Award from Phoebe Bridgers. You're not a big Taylor Swift fan, are you?
I met her. I told you that the other day.
Oh, that's right. This is what makes life so fun and interesting, is I can't remember one thing from one day to the next.
Am I a huge fan? No, but she's all right.
Yeah. All right. Other entertainment news. Season 5 of Yellowstone is coming out. Have you seen any of that?
Nope.
How about The Voice? Ever seen any?
I know enough to know what you're talking about.
Oh, my goodness. Guess how many seasons The Voice has been?
Probably longer than I can fathom. I would have, by now, 10 or more.
23.
Good grief.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. I had no idea it had been on that long. The Voice. Kelly Clarkson and Niall Horan get emotional over a Bon Iver battle. I really don't know who Bon Iver is. Do you?
Bon Iver.
Or all right.
And if I was doing it, it would be like that.
No, go ahead.
I'm sure.
A lot of love for Sean Connery today.
All right.
It's National Sean Connery Day.
Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go. I'm just saying that to sort of fill space.
You don't have much more time to go.
Jon Stewart looks really, really bad in this picture with... Oh, that's because it's Michael Douglas.
Oops. I can see how you get those two confused.
Yeah, you can't, it's dark here in the studio. Oh, wait, no, that's not true.
Michael Douglas.
Well, look at his face. Look at it. I mean, he's not looking quite right. I mean, Catherine Zeta looks sort of normal, but
Sort of.
something happened to Michael's head. His whole forehead became exposed, and he's furrowing his brow.
Not quite. He doesn't look like he did in Romancing the Stone, for goodness sakes. I mean,
Man, I forgot. I had a question. I don't remember what it is. I was going to ask you about it. And you're not a coffee drinker.
no, but I'll drink it, but it's not something I crave.
You ever go through Starbucks or anything like that?
No,
Get
have
your
not.
morning coffee?
Nope.
Do you get coffee at McDonald's?
I have.
Yeah.
Usually in the very cold winter months is when I would want something like that.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Like a hot chocolate or something. That's when I drink stuff like that. It's like ice cream. I won't eat ice cream during the winter. Summertime, yeah, but not the winter.
Really?
I'm cold enough as it is. I don't.
But you're inside, right?
Yeah, but I don't want to internally be cold.
I see.
Ah, yeah.
Well, I won't bring up my whole theory about, dark matter and all that, and why we're cold sometimes at the same temperature when other times you'd feel warm at that same temperature. I think that has a lot to do with, dark matter and those things. Mm-hmm. Have you ever studied any of that?
No.
Dark matter stuff?
No, I have not.
I find it fascinating. You know about the superconductor, collider at CERN? The particle accelerator? No. Oh, man.
You're like Doc Brown, man. You're over my head. I don't know what you're talking
It's
about.
just opening up the, universe to us. Anyway, that's going to bring us to the top of the hour.
Thank goodness.
This is the Call Flow Show. Thank you for listening. We are your radio station, your hometown radio station, and we're here to serve you.
Have
Hope
a
you
great day.
A fantastic day, yes.